It is finally happening. The FTX situation has basically started a whole new wave in crypto. Part of it is extremely good, part of it is extremely bad, but things are happening all right. And so today we're going to talk about exactly that. What is next? What is happening? Because as I said, things are pretty wild. For example, Sam Bankman-Fried is, through some strange way, potentially trying to go for some sort of defense that's going to claim he's insane. Not exactly sure what he's thinking, but he's going absolutely wild over on Twitter. And his most recent tweets are this: what happened? With people obviously connecting again everything to Gary Gensler. Of course, he added the ED later because he's been doing a couple of different letters every hour, maybe to draw more attention to himself. Some people are calling him very selfish for basically making a joke out of the entire situation. Some others think he is being hacked. Some others think he's being put in a crazy setup where CZ from Binance, basically set Sam Bankman-Fried up to fail, to basically collapse the competitors. And some others are saying that actually Gary Gensler and people on the regulatory side, not necessarily the political side, Democrats, but mostly the regulatory side, they basically sacrificed the guy so he could go down with the ship while they could now go crazier on the crypto regulation to draw out even more power. So they gave him a free pass for a little while just to knock him down later. Which is why he doesn't really know how to respond and is just going pretty crazy with the what happened. Not legal advice, not financial advice. This is all as I remember it, but my memory might be faulty in parts. He said about 20 minutes ago as well, I'll get to what happened, but for now, let's talk about where we are today. And so as of this point, we don't really know too much, but he might be releasing a couple new chapters over the next couple of hours that might give us some details, and he might be going on a little rampage to expose people. Let's cover it as it goes on. I'll be right here over on YouTube giving you guys the updates whenever we have them, because this is very interesting. Now, a little side piece. Unusual Whales apparently found a little article from a while ago that showcases Bankman-Fried warns some crypto exchanges are already secretly insolvent. That came out a while ago. And people respond to that saying it was all planned because, well, things, they look more and more planned as the situation gets weirder and stranger. Why in the world is he going so crazy over on Twitter? Is that just because he does not want to admit defeat? Does he want to take people down with him? Is this really him tweeting or is he in custody? What's going on? I do not know, but it is very interesting to watch. That's on one side, and I mean, obviously, that is happening right now, and we're gonna see some crazy updates, potentially some exposing, potentially something crazy. There's also the opposite side, which is that he's actually selling his $40 million penthouse right now. The one in the Bahamas, I believe he's putting up for sale. We also have the fact that the manipulation of the cryptocurrency prices is starting to become more and more apparent. And I'd also say that another part that started as people seeing the whole regulatory manipulation come to light as well, with the fact that some are getting special treatment over others. Some, again, are now starting to notice, hey, this might have all been planned all along. Sam Bankman-Fried a couple years ago said, you either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain, or your Twitter gets hacked, I don't know, one of those two. And it basically seems right now that he's making it look as if his Twitter got hacked to some strange manner, or he's basically become the villain, and now he's going on a villainy rampage, tweeting out crazy stuff. It's crazy. At the end of the day, and I should come back to this, the whole situation with FTX is very bad, and I'm very sorry for anybody that lost money through the whole FTX charade with either BlockFi, AAX, or any other company that's going to go down in the wake of all this. And I personally think the guy should pay a lot of money back for being negligent, potentially, depending again on whether or not he was set up or whatnot. It could be that maybe almost every single crypto exchange is insolvent actually in the background, but the point of my story here should be that that's actually something that's wrong with us as individuals instead of the crypto space. We are pretty damn stupid for keeping so much money on these exchanges and allowing them to lend that money out. If you think about it, cryptocurrencies were made and designed to basically have a way to transact outside of the traditional financial system. And all of a sudden, we're like, you know what? We're getting into crypto to not use banks. Screw the banks. Let's store our crypto on banks. What? And so for that reason, Sam Bankman-Fried and the whole collapse here did the financial system a very big favor. Partially from the regulatory side, now regulations can come in hard, and partially from the side that people now are going to have to look really a lot more closely to actual value, actual balance sheets, rather than just closing their eyes and trusting people. But it'll also help to showcase to people why cold storage is this important and why you shouldn't keep the majority of your funds on crypto exchanges. I think this is literally going to start a massive movement of people, as I believe that even almost 200,000 Bitcoin has been taken off of exchanges over the last 7 days or so, and it's showcasing people are take their money out, and it's a smart thing. Now, again, to kind of showcase, things are happening like I stated. Here's actually an article that you guys can't see perfectly, but I think it will manage. And it basically states CZ and Vitalik Buterin are working on proof of reserves solution. What I think they're getting towards, and again, guys, you know what, I'll skip the camera for a second so you guys can read everything. I wanted to say I am right now in a hotel room, and then it's a lot more difficult to showcase to you guys these whole screens because I don't have a second screen and there's some issues. Point being, I think it's quite true, right? Working on proof of reserve solution, there needs to be some easy method, some easy trusted by all auditor that can basically showcase for every single time in the future, for every single exchange in the future, that the guys had all the money that they claim to have and the fact that things are properly backed and all this. Right now, there are too many audit firms that might do bad business, and there's not actually this accountability necessity just quite yet, or at least many have not really found this necessary before. And right now, a lot of guys are looking into a new proof of reserves type of protocol that, again, is going to most likely launch over on Binance as a start. That can basically make everybody verify that the reserves are there and that your funds are safe. And again, a question should be, is that a bad thing? Can that be a bad thing? I personally think that FTX, for that reason, has some very good parts to fall of it. Again, we have another little longer article, so we need to go back to full screen mode. And this case shows Citadel CEO spots mysterious $7 million investment on the FTX balance sheet. The CEO of Citadel targets the collapse of the crypto exchange FTX. He dubbed it as a travesty, losing billions of dollars. But Griffin also spotted a mysterious $7 million investment shown on the FTX balance sheet under the name Trump Lose. He added that FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried was the second largest donor to Democratic candidates, saying that FTX entered into territory that all of us are concerned about. And that is actually very interesting. The fact that right now this whole discussion, I'd say, regarding Democrats and crypto, or specifically FTX, might also need to be put on a higher pedestal, or basically it needs to be investigated to see what the politics were keeping their mouth quiet about, for example, because of these donations, or whether or not he received privileges because of these crazy donations. Now, if you're thinking, oh no, Sam Bankman-Fried, that's so freaking and crying like a little baby, understand that this is bad, but really, like Peter Schiff is trying to say, oh no, this is the crypto extinction. This is, it's not actually that bad. I mean, realistically, things that are really, really bad would be if Satoshi Nakamoto were to wake up his wallet and start dumping every single token in there. That's 1 million Bitcoin. That's a pretty big deal. Or the fact that China right now, I believe, in their national treasury has got $6 billion worth of crypto, 200,000 Bitcoin, and 833,000 Ethereum because they seized that from the Plus token Ponzi scheme. If they all of a sudden think it's necessary to dump everything, that type of stuff could also be a little bit scary. Because if you think about it, the Chinese authorities have got 200,000 Bitcoin. MicroStrategy, whom we've often called a massive whale, has only got 130,000, and they're, some of the biggest holders out there. There's also some news I found that I cannot confirm because nobody sent me the address, but I've seen this from multiple very, very credible sources. And they have basically stated that the FTX hacker is reportedly a very big Ethereum whale, or at least sent his funds to a very whaley Ethereum address. Let me reiterate as well that I don't think the crypto winter is over just quite yet. Things might actually get a lot worse before they get better. I'm really interested to see what Sam Bankman-Fried is going to be tweeting over the next couple of hours. He again tweeted this 40 minutes ago, and thus far there is no update. But the moment that we get something, guys, I might hit you all with a emergency crypto update, because it could literally be that he's going to expose a lot of secrets, he's going to expose a lot of people, or post something really, really crazy. So I recommend you guys to put on that notification bell, right? Once you subscribed, there's going to be a little notification bell. Just turn it on for now. The next couple of days could be some breaking news that might literally increase your portfolio by 50x or decrease your portfolio by 90%. So you need to be aware of the most recent news in the crypto space right now. So again, all you have to do is make sure you have that notification bell on. And if you enjoy these updates and you appreciate them, make sure you press that like button, because that's, a pretty cool thing to do, but of course, you do not have to. Last but not least is, guys, I keep reminding everybody, we need more investigations into some key players in the crypto space, the most prominent ones being the regulator side of, for example, Gary Gensler. He needs to get some sort of heavier investigation because he's been so crazy and strange in the Ripple lawsuit. And then to see the connections, even Elon Musk points out, that he's been having with the whole Sam Bankman-Fried situation, I'd say I'm even passionate about getting that arranged, but I don't have that much power. So just try to connect to Congress, connect with whatever is possible to get the investigation going, show your strength in that sense. And that was it for today, guys. Hope these investigations go through, but most importantly, I want to really see what FTX is going to bring to the table, or Sam Bankman-Fried, I should say. Let's see.